Can you tell me what you're doing?
Well, we're working on this unit together. Liz and I are finishing up a unit, a knitting unit from the TP area, and we have teeth left, and trying to identify all the teeth and entering it and trying to finish it up.
And what are these things you have on the table?
We have sheep goat teeth. Everything, most of the stuff you see are sheep goat teeth except this cattle one, and we're trying to see which one is what and trying to see how worn they are, if the animals are old or young, trying to get at that if we can. And we look at the reference collection from here, from the goat and sheep, and see how similar they are.
So what have you found out so far?
Well, we have found out so far that we have definitely one young animal, but the rest is I'm not sure. We have some teeth that really are in good shape. That would mean not very worn. But nothing else other than that. I'll have to see when I enter.
And ever since you've been here, what is it the most important thing that you have investigated or analyzed, or that has been meaningful to you?
I'm not sure. It's difficult. I guess, well, to me, the most important thing is to try to learn as much as I can from what I'm doing, the data entry. So trying to understand different kinds of units and what they look like and how I can interpret them. If I see a bunch of stuff in here, if I can tell that it's a mitten or what kind of a mitten it is, or the depositional history. And trying to learn as much as possible about that. So that's the most important thing I'm trying to get out of this training.
Are you a specialist in this kind of thing?
Well, I do zooarchaeology. I'm not sure if I'm extremely specialist, but I know, yeah, I am specializing in it. So yeah.
In teeth?
Not in teeth, no, animal bones.
Animal bones,
Not in
all
teeth.
of them.
Yeah.
And have you worked in a similar place to this one?
Similar.
Another country, another place?
Yeah, most of my, actually, not similar at all, because most of my archaeological earlier experience was in the U.S. And it was not like this because we wouldn't find a lot of bones. We wouldn't find much of anything actually.
Where was it?
Usually eastern, northeastern, United States.
And what did you find there?
And well, we would find a lot of shards, some bone, and I'd be very happy. I remember if I find some every now and then we would get a cow tooth or something, and but it would be definitely much less than in here. It's like loads of bones in here.
What I'm doing now, I've got a mandible here, and we've worked out that these 3 teeth actually have fallen out of this mandible. They're all very, very young teeth. They're actually very worn, and so we can't tell whether it's a sheep or a goat, which is a shame. But we can look at how worn it is here and match it up to these diagrams, which is what I'm about to do. And that will be entered on that database there. And eventually the wear on the tooth and whether it's young teeth, like children's teeth or adult teeth, you can actually work out the age of the animal very well, and we use that to establish herd profiles so we can begin to talk about whether the animal was killed for its meat, for its milk, which probably wouldn't have happened here, or wool, or why it was killed, so we're getting at the economy. So that's what we're doing now. So we started with this huge heap of teeth, and we're quite pleased we're actually managing to sort them into lots of different groups. We've been putting it on.
And tell me, while you work, what do you think?
What do I think about? Sometimes I think about completely different things, nothing to do with here. But I'm mainly thinking there are so many things for each piece that you have to remember. And so I suppose I'm constantly running a checklist through my head to make sure that I've got everything on the checklist. I'm thinking about just how much material it is and how long everything's taking.
Do you ever think about the actual people that lived here 9,000 years ago?
Probably when I'm doing this, I don't, unless there's a really particularly nice, obviously if there's a work piece of bone or a very particular piece of bone, and then I might. I'm more likely to be thinking about that when I'm sort of doing research or away from here, but here I think I get locked into entering stuff on databases a bit.
And have you worked in other places? Of course you have. Similar to Chetalhuyuk or ancient places, or what sort of places have you worked before?
I haven't worked in anywhere as big as this and with such an exciting database that's also integrated so well with all the other information that's coming off the site. I've worked in small sites of similar age and of different age, mainly either in the Middle East or in England specifically.
Whereabouts in the Middle East?
Jordan, Syria, and here, and a much more modern site here in Turkey.
I mean, that's probably a very stupid question, but whenever you handle these very ancient things, is there a difference if you're handling them here or in Jordan or in the United States? Is there a difference?
I don't handle them in the United States, never handled the United States one.
Or Jordan and, I don't know, any other country that you've been?
Not in terms of country, not when I'm doing this. I'm aware of the age and the difference of age and I suppose an excitement, sort of how old these are. Certainly when I've done fairly boring Victorian assemblages in London, I don't get... I'm thinking more about the hygiene question there because they might not be so well cleaned up. But I'm not thinking, I mean, in terms of nationality or anything like that, I don't think.